Alright boys, so this video is going to be going over how to make a lot of money with online business. Now I've recently started posting on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm getting like maybe 50 DMs a day of people saying like, how do I do it? How do I start doing it? How do I start making money online? So I made this video like especially for use. I usually make videos on how to go more in depth into business, but this one is just for basically beginners getting started with online business. So it's going to be really simple, really straight to the point. A few disclaimers before we get started. You don't need any sort of education from college or school or anything to do this. You can learn it all online. Really easy to learn, but it does take a few months of really hard work to actually get going and get your feet off the ground. So whenever I first started about 2 years ago, I just spent like all day learning how to do a skill, how to monetize it, and I kind of had no one to teach me how to do it. I kind of had to do it myself. So this video should be really helpful for you. Basically just going over the basics, how you can actually get started learning today and within the next couple of months see your first paycheck come in. So I think I started making money 2 months after I started to learn, and you should be no different to that. If you're not making anything within the first 2 months, you're probably doing something wrong. But most people who kind of do this, you'll see something come in within the first 2 months, 2-3 months. So just to share my screen and kind of show you to prove what I'm doing. So this is my first business, generating about 16,000 a month in monthly revenue. And then second business I got is generating about 6,000 in monthly recurring revenue. So this is last 30 days have been 6.4k. So making just over 20k a month at 18. So that's kind of why you should listen to me. I know what I'm doing, been doing this for a while. So how to start making a shit ton of money online. First of all, what you have to do is learn a skill. Now, there's a few different things that you can do. I know a lot of people, they're obsessing over trading and crypto and shit like that. I wouldn't recommend getting into that for the reason that it's just really hard to do, and you probably will lose a shit ton of money by doing that. The easiest thing to do is starting an agency. So a service-based business, as I go over here, that's exactly what I do. So a service-based business, example, marketing agency, content agency, video editing agency. So marketing agency is what I do. Basically, I just help people make more money than they pay me. So what I do is called cold email, and basically just teaching people, or I don't teach people, but basically just sending out emails on behalf of a company and basically getting them more people interested in their product, and then that makes them money and then they pay me. So that's kind of more of a complex agency to start. Standard marketing agency would be like Facebook ads, Google ads agency. I'd say the easiest thing if you wanted to just get your foot in the door would be a video editing agency. So video editing you could learn in like 5 hours if you just watch YouTube videos on it. I personally pay an editor like $20 for a short form video. Probably takes them like, I don't know, less than an hour to do. I know there are editors charging $100 per short form video. Like, you can make a lot of money by just doing video editing, and then obviously once you get your foot off the ground, you start getting more clients in. You can then hire like Indians to basically do the work for you at the same quality. So you're basically doing like fuck all work for a lot of money. So video editing is a really good one. It's pretty easy to learn too. Other one, content agency, so basically just helping people make content. That's a good one too. So I'm gonna basically tell you about these things. I can teach you basically how to do these things. Obviously I'm not going to fit it all into a YouTube video, so I did make sort of a program. It's like €1 a day, it's like less than €1 a day, just to kind of cover my time. But if you wanted basically a program going in depth on how to learn these skills, I'll leave a link in the description and you can go ahead and check that out. It's like €1 a day or less than that. So it's super cheap. That's kind of the reason I made it really cheap, is because everyone watching this video should be beginners and with hardly any money to invest in it. So it's kind of no excuses there. Once you get your foot off the ground learning these skills, you can start charging €2,000 to €5,000 a month or dollars a month for these services once you have some client results. So you can charge a lot of money for this. You only need like a few clients to start making 10-20k a month. It's pretty easy. And then the part about the client results is that you need client results to start charging for your services. So the way to get over this, if you have no obviously experience in doing those things, or that video editing or marketing agency, you have to do free work. So a few steps to note here, a few key steps would be to first of all learn a skill on YouTube or my program. Second of all, start doing free work with the knowledge you learned. And then third of all, start charging. So this is just kind of simple terms. Free work, you have to be doing free work to get client results. This is a must. So basically you have to start practicing your skill on other people. So let's say, for example, you started video editing. You could do free work for me, or do free work for, I don't know, some other business owner. Start editing their videos for free, and then once I see that you're actually doing good work, I'll start giving you some client results. So then you can start posting these client results, and then if you go to a client and let's say you're charging $100 per video, you could show them the client results that you got me. So you can basically show them those results, and then obviously if you start getting me good results, I'm going to start paying you. It's just kind of a no-brainer. So free work is always going to turn out good. Once you have enough client results, I'd say work with 3 or 4 clients for free. Once you have that under your belt, you can start charging for your work. So no one's going to pay you $2,000 up front if you have no previous experience. So that's why you need to start having client results. So you can think of client results as a, let's say, degree in college. So if you wanted to go into a job like a 9 to 5, you'd need a degree to get into that, depending on what job it is. So client results is just like a degree in online business. You don't need to get a degree, but you need to have client results. It just proves you know what you're doing. And the third thing is monetizing. So monetizing basically means start charging for your work. So outreach to people looking for your service. This can be done on Instagram, Twitter, email, whatever really it is. I teach all of that inside my program, so you don't really have to worry about that. It can be hard to do at first, but it's really, really simple once you get your head around it. What I done basically is, once I had enough client results under my belt, I just spent all day, every day outreaching, looking for clients. And then, a few days later, not long after, I made my first money. But that's once I started doing free work and stuff too. So that's kind of a really simple version of kind of this whole thing. A lot of people just really don't understand this. So in summary, key steps would be learn a skill on YouTube or using my program, start doing free work with the knowledge you learned, and then start charging for your work. So it's really, really simple. Really simple to do. As I said before, I do have a program. It's really, really cheap at the moment. The only real reason I'm charging for it is because it took time out of my day to kind of make it. I could probably easily charge 500 euros a month for it, but I just don't really want to do that because I know a lot of people watching this video is beginners. So I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. You can join that waitlist. There is a waitlist to join. I'm only going to be accepting certain people. So once you kind of join that waitlist, you pay the 27 euro a month. You start paying, or you pay that 27 euro, and then you join the waitlist. And then obviously if you get approved, you'll get into the waitlist, or you'll get into the program. If you're not approved, I'll just refund you the money, and you can go on with your day. But yeah, really simple, really valuable. So first of all, you gotta start learning the skills. So YouTube or my program. Second of all, start doing free work. Third of all, start monetizing and selling and charging for your service. So if you do have any questions, I'll leave my Instagram also in the description. Reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions, and yeah, get to work as soon as possible. Don't wait for anything too. That's kind of a key thing. Don't wait for anything, just get started as soon as possible. So I'll leave those links in the description, and yeah, I'll see you soon.